ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Great Bob and is T54E1. This is a tier 9. Sorry, this is a tier 10 game and it was a tier 9 tank. That's totally what I was trying to say. Anyway, it's a tier 10 game on Fisherman's Bay and it's only a little bit of a tier 10. It's actually mostly a tier 8 and 9 game. And this is the tier 9 American medium tank of the T54E1. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say T110 at all. Never. I'm awake. I swear I'm awake. It's actually stupidly early in the morning right now, but it's not the point. It's the only time I can record right now. So, anyways, it's been a while since we've done a replay of Great Bob, so I decided it was time, and this is such an epic replay, you guys gotta see this. But before we get into it, as always, if you want to support the channel, then please hit that, the like button. What I was trying to say was, please bring your friends into it, and let the channel grow so we can get more epic replays in. And that's about all I'm going to say about that, because we're into the action already. Nice shot taking out the Indian Panzer. Now, of course, I should note that Great Bob is platooned up with mace. And that's a different mace than the mace the size that sometimes sends in replays as Max. Or now as Rumpel. It's not the point. I have a point in here somewhere, and as soon as I find it, then you guys will understand a bit more. Me rambling is totally within the things I do, though, so I'm perfectly comfortable doing it, because I've never been accused of being on topic throughout an entire video. Anyways, that all being said, let's try to get back to the actual game. So what he's trying to do right now is he's running back and forth along this ridgeline, and he's really just trying to get shots in at enemy tanks doing exactly the same thing, and the goal is to whittle down the enemy's hit points and numbers while not taking any damage on your own side. And it's a lot easier said than done. The holes between his buildings seem pretty large, but really the gaps and the amount of time you have to snapshot an opponent is really quite small. And if you sit on this ridgeline too long, something bad will happen, though not necessarily right away. He got kind of lucky that there wasn't anybody else in position to smack him. There's no artillery on this map, so that's good, but then again, look at that. Like, Mace obviously was sitting up in a similar position and got smacked for almost all of his health. I don't know by what, but I'm gonna guess it was a waffle trigger. Or, sorry, a grill. And maybe the Sense 7-1 over there. 7-7 looks like he was looking in this direction. He wasn't able to pull a shot off, though, thankfully, and thus we get to be out of here safely. Pushing forward on this lightweight. Now, this particular building, I don't believe is collapsible, so they can't just shoot it away, but they can set them on fire. And oh, okay, the immediate reload. That was only 3 shells fired, but immediately reloads. I'm not certain if I would have reloaded immediately, but as it turns out, it was the right play, as he will be loaded in time for this E1 to make a stupid charge and get himself killed. Nope, in fact, he's not going to be reloaded in time for that. Is the email going to do something, or is the email just going to sit there and stare at us? Maybe he doesn't think he's lit. Oh, 7-1 obviously doesn't think he was lit, or he never would have made that run. Looks like the E1 suicided. I don't know if he fired any shots or did any damage, but by the looks of the defenders over there, he didn't. So I don't know what he was doing or why he decided to make that run, but it was obviously not the right thing, not the right way to play for him as far as his whole doing damage and getting kills thing goes. We're now going to push into here because of the fact that we sense weakness on the enemy line. And also, if there's actual weakness here, that looks like there's still too many tanks for an all-out push. But the fact is, they ran away. And generally, when a team runs away, it's because they feel like they're the weaker side. And so you want to take advantage and press that advantage. Unfortunately, rolling lower than he wanted to there. He didn't, in fact, just take that Sent 7-1 out in one shot. He did about average damage. But with a nice high roll, he could have taken that thing out of the game completely. And that really would have been what he was looking to do. A, because he would have enjoyed the kill, and B, because honestly, the more tank enemies guns you can get out of the fight, the faster, the better it is for your team. Unfortunately, the gun depression on the E1 is not amazing, but apparently his ability to set people on fire is, as that's the third fire he sets in in this game. Managing to set that poor Type 61 on fire twice in a row. Wow, that's I don't remember the last time that happened in a replay. Which that doesn't mean it didn't happen, it just means I don't remember. But wow, that was awesome. That poor Type 61 had no way of defending against that. As his first, nobody carries 2 fire extinguishers. Half the people don't even carry 1 fire extinguisher. So that poor guy, as soon as he got set on fire that second time, he was dead. He just didn't know it yet. Now we've done 4,000 damage so far in this game, and we're still rocking. There's 3 enemy tanks left, so it looks like even though they had the less, so they must have had greater numbers on the 7 map. But apparently our team held them out enough that only 2 tier 10s survived, which I guess makes sense. Or, sorry, Musk. That's not a tier 10. That's a tier 9. I can read. I have a headache. I don't normally get headaches, but apparently today I get headaches. It's fine. It's fine. So there's a 183 over there, and so we don't really want to peek all that much. Okay, there was a 183 over there, so now we want to peek. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get any more damage in, because our team is going to town on these guys, and there goes Mace, using his autoloader to finish off the last kill of the game. And unfortunately, not our Brothers in Arms medal, not an anything medal, but 4,000 damage is still very respectable. That was an awesome game. Thank you so much, Great Bob, for saying that in. And this, by the way, is the power of the E1. If you've never played this tank and have wanted to, then it can do some really amazing things. Wait, how did he get penned there? That's not a normal place for people to penetrate this tank. Normally shots like that bounce off this tank, so it must have been a real overmatch to just go right through his armor without even worrying about the angle it was on. But anyways, yeah, when this thing is flanking or firing into people's sides, it is an utter beast. However, you cannot use it to engage head to head without risking firing a lot of premium ammo. And even then, it's not necessarily all going to go in. So just flank around and obliterate your opponents. And that is how we got this game done. Also, all those fires. Mastery Badge First Class, not even enough for an ace tanker in this thing. That just tells you how well most people do in this thing. Bruiser, Arsonist, there should be... Oh no, I guess he only killed the second one by fire, but that's okay. And of course the fighter and the fire for effect medals. Good job. Unfortunately, no epic medals, but that's okay. And look at that, top of the team on damage. No, just barely, because our bat chat just barely didn't do as well. And yeah, that was overall that was a pretty good game. One of the best I've seen in E4 in a long time. Thank you so much, Great Bob, for saying this in. This was an awesome game to watch, and I'm glad to have Great Bob back in the rotation again. Thank you all for watching. Please bring more people into the channel. we want more people so that the channel can grow. And yes, and please also comment on the new intro. You guys are gonna be. Oh no, it's Friday. My bad. You guys are gonna see it tomorrow, the 1st of the month. Along with a new That Just Happened video. So enjoy that. I'll see you all then. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.